The Juror, the most powerful office in the American Republic. It's June 19th, 2026. Welcome to yes2hellwith.com. In celebration of the 250th anniversary of the American Republic, let's discuss perhaps the most misunderstood office in America. Not the president, not senators, governors, judges, rather, the juror. Most Americans believe that the most powerful people in government are those who hold office. The founders understood something very different. Every public official derives authority from government. The juror derives authority directly from the people. Think about that. The president may command armies, Congress may pass laws, judges may issue orders, but none of them can lawfully imprison a citizen following a criminal trial unless 12 ordinary citizens agree. That is extraordinary. The juror is the final arbiter between the individual and the state. The prosecutor may accuse, the police may investigate, the judge may preside, the legislature may enact statutes, but the juror decides. That is why the jury was placed into the Constitution before many of the powers of government were even fully described. The founders did not view juries as a procedural formality. They viewed juries as a structural safeguard against tyranny. Why? Because judges are government, prosecutors are government, agencies are government. But jurors are supposed to be the people themselves. The Republic depends upon that distinction. The jury box was intended to bring the conscience of the community into the courtroom, to ensure that government could not simply declare a citizen guilty through its own officials, to ensure that liberty remained protected by ordinary men and women, and that power is enormous. A juror can stop a prosecution. A juror can reject a narrative. A juror can force government to meet its burden. A juror can stand between power and liberty. In many respects, the juror exercises more direct authority over the life of a citizen than the President of the United States. Yet most Americans are never taught the significance of the office of the juror. They are told it is a civic duty, and it is far more than that. It is one of the highest responsibilities in a free society. The juror is not merely there to listen. The juror is there to judge, to evaluate, scrutinize, to question, to determine whether government has proven its case. The Republic survives only when citizens are willing to exercise that responsibility honestly and courageously. That was true in 1776, and it remains true today. As we celebrate 250 years of the American Republic, perhaps it's time to remember that liberty was never intended to depend solely upon presidents, judges, legislators, senators, or agencies. It was intended to depend upon the people, and nowhere is that principle more visible than the jury box. The most powerful office in the Republic is often occupied by an ordinary citizen who never sought power, never ran for office, and never expected to hold another person's fate in his hands. That citizen is called a juror. And the future of liberty may depend upon whether Americans remember why the founders entrusted that office to the people themselves. And as always, may truth reign supreme.